Into say, or dog, that's a thing. But why get you say the partner, you need to start or do thing in the kind say or do you one of the very immediate things that I make the body say, they say, Pahuma, when it's connected, the same way. Now, so over the last many years, the who one or can't say, we don't be pan, it's a make away, or branch just in the year of any. Now, so our end into 4 years, 3 years, 2 years down. Now we started, I got the key now, or not, don't know. Now, Matthias say over the last 3 years, it's not our friends to say, Nipa, one should share with people and we didn't look at any other thing. Their main concern was door and the doorway, it's in a new one, and now main door is a new one. We can get it, and yet with your brand, we teach and we move, we grow gradually, both of us together. And let me add the become you are one is or door, don't no, the bit to me up our name. Bet to grow gradually and collapse with one another to build your life. Over the years, you notice this it has still been really, if you move it really, I worry, and I worry, you need it. It has said, you don't have knowledge, on it. The beginning in here, you get stress, you get a strong, it has said, any in here. And over notice this, it's not still meaning the man you can't play a year or you might be say, Nipa, and put our now. Sometimes you have very good intentions to see how they worry and how you do excellent. But a good intention means and you not. And you not good intentions, but only you don't have the knowledge about that dinner. A man to me that they will send me about the way. Knowledge is for me a dear little any action. And people many about your now, not brother, being so funny. You are one, I know I've read this time. I check years, man. I know the book. Because then they're 26. Oh, I know they're broke. Which is, yeah, I know they're broke. I guess it's a moment. That could know how much I'm paying for friends. This is Brad will start to go stay on. Hey, I didn't, I think that's something from my a children who's a set of friends and I'm standing at that time. Now, and we are in favor, but they can't stand in that. No, I couldn't because I'm in the team. And no, I have a police station. That's all go. And yet, don't go, not seeing them. I may have this home and the fact is, oh, we did not need to work at our money. The first of all, good intentions, interested and right you are indeed. Anything you good intentions for our real relationship. But you need a fact I didn't have here or yet good in time. They're just in the new family for now when you take your particular person. Also, only you need a fact that brought send up to them. It's a month a year to it's not our real life and Japan.
Many power no a papa or papa or better knows what's me near my to do a wonderful. Better wait me because I said, Nipa do one now, but worrying and we know I'm happy when you one way back what to see when they come here, Mamma.
To be a book piece. The movie now, community for being in some of one casa. See, and said, send on other Santa beyond temperament, personality, and all of these things. There are cases that you need to say, wow, what is up with this thing? And now, if you are only two more, sometimes we need bad in the back, but you have to pronounce it. Wow, wait there, I'm going to say, now, your heart will get to be able to after the family. You know, over the years, I let us say, but you want you are teachable. As you even go into the Don't look your married to everything. There are things, are very little things. In fact, let's really around. Let's show. And then look at the guy, look at Daniel. Daniel is talking about those who do not do. I think that knowledge, some amount of knowledge is key in living with somebody. Not even only in marriages, with all of the people you want to deal with, some amount of knowledge is necessary. It's necessary and it's very, very important. So people are doing that basic too. It is basic to know a bit of who the person is in moving forward. Okay. That should even be a determining factor, I think, as you whether you should.
Okay. All right. Eti na yewusua ye tutwin komo ede afa ne se. Edi what do you just say just wo pray. Yeah, wo pray. What is that?
Okay.
What is that wo pray?
Fela mkabi ne boy na American ne boy. Na afrefe yin so.
Akwaba.
Ye no aboko de. Bibi ade aboko. Bibi ade aboko kafra. Kafra say means awo anyway.
All right, inti o mic ne de nti wanga safa so.
Me be she. Me be wurem, don't worry.
Inti mami yenhwe eniema ne bia say ya me so we counseling. We free her call Biola consult wo ha twinko for yet dan no pay we any nko for to your consulting a year room no yet ya ba was room me yire ni ana me ka say me don wo e ma che say e bi o pray to try your home and say yeah who mo ja me advice say dia tin da ni so ma me person mi cha wa de bo me da mi cha wa de yet dia na ma ye ko to that level no pray obi abada
I'm not going to see the way they're making it. Yes, you grab that.
Said you over can be out.
You put your man on the bring out for every possible. People that is there, whatever to be bread. It's by nature. I notice one of the things I have one trend that we received recently is where and for who said. Even the internet, the social media has become a huge block of our region. It's one person will say, maybe so see social media so on so important or food is sharing. And so that is one of the reasons that a lot of people are pushing forward in recent times. Other people are looking at a situation where but they're looking more like a single person. And so but the people more like I said, they are open or some percent of open complete freedom and one of the other reasons a lot of people are putting forward in recent times. There are situations where a lot of people feel that their marriages have become very boring. We don't have any life, yet a bit of fun.
Now, marriage and boring. Who is to ginger it? One of us who ginger.
But so these are we are looking at reasons so I'm just putting up a few of the reasons So this is it. There are very little people are in recent time from what I say, people are not even talking about cheating much. Maybe a man and the cheating thing has it has come to stay or whatever. But a lot of people are talking about the fact that my husband is not there. My wife is not there. The third party infiltrations is one of the reasons people are really putting forward. My worry, third parties no dogs to do. Means so known to me pronoun for known to me now for known to even a Juma. Sometimes people Juma so much of a third party. Papa Nana Mama Juma or Sunday. And so these are some of the things that gradually with time, which is also taking out dealing with marriages in a very negative way.
Okay. All right. It's Yema Dr. Counselor Lucho Tapaba.
akɔgye doctoria we won't tell.
Me call no by me call buy you share me tia de so tia
Nti ene ma ahyia
and a
doctor.
birthday no so nka hwe what you say
send your birthday me no number to send my
Emma
na woni me na ma de ande adwuma se ujai
e wo so nya na mo. So no woni problem o.
Any problem ti na wo me ka omuka adwuma ye ho se wo me number enye se me wu na be post ko picture bia be post monje saade na moye no
Na wana si be wu ambo.
asofo abohwe me nyina mo tami na monje me number 0277
Wana so
609 644 asofo amotami nti amumi number monje number no na ma sorry be hia 0277 609 644 so for stop for tro 0277 609 644 what time cry ya dey
Ma but also for a number to dwa na asofo no so because
omo woni number dada
What number na say? Oh, no, no. Because you say, my who say yes, starting show na near the numbers to the idea.
And the birthday at the end and you support now from them my
It's way the all right. Okay.
Ababa ya bono. Emsa wade any and say my press release san Nyamiadom. There were 2-day celebration. Dinner order, a 2 days celebration. Any event in the country has come to a halt. All political parties should stop their campaigns because there's a press release. There's a press release that back on Kumasi. And to be able to be unye be a kind. The picture be DH, one will say, where's the picture of your wife? Happy birthday, my senior wife, Mrs. Councilor Little. They will read your release for you. Okay, that's it. Mami, once our dear na ya kum na gasa. Who be say den e ma wade egu a. Ma de nim de ma wade.
There.
If you ati awale mi egu awale. E na wale egu so a enye assembly e normal.
Awale ni gu a.
Na wale egu America ni fela maka ko wale egu an egu. Unim. Abi a unim se egu an egu. Se unim.
There be o.
Fela se egu.
Shada so kwa mfa me ho sa.
Ese fa ho because we be kasa wale ni ba so na fela maka fu etwa hwe ese wa fenti no. Okay.
When mfa mo sa wa so no wa make in your preambles say obi eso awade egu enye hwe. Nti obi
enya na so so
media mete ho na no ka mama ti.
Ase wale bebu.
Ena me sa adwu hu me na me say ade we dia me fe mama ti be frɛ e be sere me nti ma me di. Ena se say asa so kama nti ana bibia ya abotre.
Aje wale
ade ni gu anya hwe bi ko me kura be dia
abotre ho. Dia bi nya wo de wale gu anya hwe o.
So
o se wale gu a enya hwe like fire ho sa.
Na de la maka
fu. Ese yempo yenim so wale.
So hey, na dia asema na wakani sana.
Dia yenim so wale ya fele maka fu. Kim promise efa anko ye musical video che de get yi brese ni ho time ni ho fe higher day go for can accept it's say Kim promise the way Kenya the busy no so why and go for that because usha na send the video no take it mama what some dey cool don't feel asemu wona se video ba ataka o de apology letter ba te se wa me
una so bi akura nim
yeah get we were in name your family or wife or original esa we come be actually so quarter troop no so gira udi asa I mean nya man kete what I say birthday MC now yes we sika ape who won some what I say
na say mi so ya wale MC na
why MC no mo here
say me
say am here dey na aka
na say me so ya wale MC
na say ya say
me MC wi ya bi ko fie be
say da ho
o chena say ko ya bi kura mi gina
na say what dey
Maji half pay.
And so somebody want to say
Mene dia oya ye ni kru ni twaka bia.
Na mu ya twaka fo a.
Eti da wasa mo ye mo ye we dia mo so authentic mo men ko frefo bia be wie.
E say wo dia ye wie na wo ko. E say wo ye wie a na wo ko. E ma say, amu ni say amu fudo so. Ye wie a. The offer kwan so a catch say was on to apology letter. Me fa kwan aka say nipa no amboa no. The content of the letter It's not good.
na emu mache.
No, they know. There was no need for the apology letter. The content was bad. Whatever she's apologizing for doesn't make sense. Cut me everywhere.
O de yankwa aware se na nkrofo awade egu me ne wo kase kuro bia san ne ma wa pa.
Wa wasisa ko papa mu fie. Eti ya kase.
Obi apakere ne meso o twa bi obeka. Oh,
sister. Ko ne no ga na pake. Enya wa na pake. Ko. Che wo se ade yin suan ne se awade gya ye ka awade ho. Eya sofuo no bi no mu nya asante ase no. Eni ya chichiri ma ne mbe ma tena awade bone ho. Ama nipa sisi ya no onyanka ba ko ewu. Hwetie me. It is better for you to divorce than to be a widow. Repeat it. They say it is better for you, watching me now, to be divorced and be called a divorcee than for you to be called a widow. Because being a widow, to get another man to marry you, a check. Me custom book of condolence. Emma Kaba. Uka Kaba. Owu asempa.
Yeah.
And the interview them get them say, Emma yase Kaba. But the year me say no, I feel back with you on while no young girl. One thing they say no on the one.
Yeah, Valentine.
Valentine afefe ni na hu ni bebrebe kokoko me ni yedi mo we dey go. O ti one wale, eti man keche ko da yire. Ni me futu na fa kwa yi so, ese mo na mo bo ne nyum. O ni e bi ambo ne nyum. O ni mo bo mu so samai. Tie me. Sister, ye see you ku ni a. Bo mo ni na wale bi o. Na wale jaye no e ka wale ho. Ya chichi na bo me ya ma wale ni ya che. Ene no di bedem say eh wo so de wonye bibi ma ye njai o se okoy. I ha me onye bibi na me njai na wale. O se ase ma ye bibi no njai. Ese awale njai ye ka wale hu ti no. Se wo wura mu a it say you have a talk back in your ear. Yenapon. There's somebody is telling you, so you are aware that the venture I am in, these things are part of it. To fail, the road to failure and the road to success is the same. There's no difference. Why? Because anytime winning, the person took a risk to win, and on the way of the risk, they fail. So you who is watching me, and when I am poor, many am a family group, I am saying, while in Pony divorce. Hey! Can one for here one can pass them? A son said, oh, wale da. Between for to be a wale die. Because the sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. And I can say, I will let ya. The man over down the pay. Hey, yan sanky, I didn't pay me good. Yan sa. And planting any other pay. I will let you yan ja. Eti, se won tie na wanyanti ase mentor from gina ho. Se won tie na wanyanti ase power wade mu dia. The first thing one needs to know before you marry is divorce. And that is why we are afraid to tell them. Put me sure, baby, was sorry, them pay your body and say, Father, I declare in the name of Jesus that nothing will cause my husband to marry another woman. Spirit of polygamy, I curse you, I break polygamy, I break polygamy. And as for divorce, over my dead body, hey, stop the prayer. Me are the last born of the sixth wife of my father's wives, and you are married to me. Why do you want to stop it? No, mommy, uncle, tower, the answer, and Kawuben.
I see, and I'm say a man and press on my mom while being counting a mile while you should go now. Anna,
the mechanic said, young thing, our dear senior Tiasiano. So the thing that we are afraid that will collapse the marriage, they are normal things that Utiasia, mommy. Our dear now, a good so and shame. It is a say, what takes away love and what will cause your marriage to break? There's nothing special that breaks marriage, especially Obison in the Ejawadi. Then, one wishing happy birthday. Name says on no owner. That's my business and papa. me need to say ochana na woda na me yede de won obi aso me me na me wo me marriage anniversary kra man kaya en have because it is not important to me. We have what we call the conventions. And we are making the conventions too much ahead and important than the original reason for the enactment of marriage. And to say, Nyame so so awade ho no ye dienu di se awade nankasa me ka say pensesi and I'm about what they are saying, my factor was na ka o ba what they are saying na onye totolistic. Tell me no trim plan na Uber ska we no ka hwa won say me ma fu. Wa hwa ba me ho ayi mensa. Na wo te La Paz. Mama afa Uber du Uber ni si 120.
So obi onu ma o ware na o hwe ne ho se de na nko odi ye na afi obeware awie no obeba na komode na. Eno so mo ama awade
na sister okwa awade ase na komode wa. Mente wase ade ti na komode. Enkanka oba na me ba wade ase o ma me bi andi o so na pa no an me ho ampa bi andi a ho me ho pa bi di wa na ni bi
dio
o me ho ampa bi andi ade be so na komode o the funny shit to no ko ba no amen
just aware ne yenti ase
na yenti ase any problem eti me dia ne say me dey make your introduction because you can bobo nyam na yema sa nyam bi ne bobo so a thing that will cause your marriage to collapse ye bobo so a enye common to everybody obi awade eja yeta
a relative
na sister ni nso daughter
bi so ye paste toilet roll
etan kwa na sister ni so nim da so daughter ana we could not share that take it time. What record we time? If you buy meeting, I said, who is lying there? Excuse me, people. I can't show her, but who is lying there? Okay, okay. I took the face and brought the sound. Hear the sound. So if you lie with a woman who is shouting like this, and the whole room, and she behaves as if she doesn't know what is going on. When you wake her up, she said,
"No, it's just like snoring." You know, my would say or snore that you should be na record what I told say indeed what that.
It's your Kenya no hospital. Your man, Lord laxative. Your man is say, a change who say obebu nensa. Honestly, no. When she's about to menstruate, she's gassy.
Na be man en fan say.
Na o fan sa akọje den. Sabi o mani mo ati so bi awa ya ma only Tafribonski e kan ba. Do you stop or continue?
And a time say a time
you can't control.
A time so any other way a day our ijaya nebano. Would him say or don't know or honor any genu or nipa ne time yesterday cram and mokram the yes.
There be a yes,
now to Quabema, conflict, Bema, and I fear a man.
Yes, no, but see, now the Koya some catch that down for floor. To say me cultivate. What about cry and funnel? My dear, I don't think you know. When they found so catch and say, Mimi accept it. You see what the angle is coming from. So me see what say, and this will be so trivial. Because this is a trivial issue. How can you? No. So the first thing I believe, because of all the times I've wasted, they say, the first thing everybody needs to understand so that you can live in marriage is understand what is divorce. Number two, no, said there are two things you should expect in marriage. If you're a man, or expect it, me expect it, cheating and divorce. It's an expectation in my marriage. And because it's part of the marriage and it's inevitability, say inevitability. Now say it's inevitable. And inevitability ni abrofo.
Say tree say we okay simple na ko wani brofo we said wa mai.
Na kamo inevitability e wo brofo kasem wo twi kasem anka me kind. What dey 8,800 words as compared to 88,000 words. It won nya ni na. But the person chance simple put no. Nyama mienu na me dey sha ase se. Nyanti ase sa wade ye womi. Oba betime fa ni kunechi. Be ma betime fa ni yidechi. Dey to so mienu. Awade jaye betime am. Now, what was your man say? Why you be beauty? And I could too cry. Who are but a partner? Mammy, I could 2.7 years. Me, mammy, on financial. Them only buy it. February. Bema ni be di wo no afa na chi.
Oh.
Who does it?
Man ntimi mbuja.
There be Bema no ho no afa na chi o. What 7 years. Bema ni ba na say ya bibia eko ye afa Bema na ba de so ye oye bia mu. Wakofa ni chi ni ku na ji na say. Ama Bema no so.
Off said 7 years ni nyina wo yes aden.
Say you only feel 7 years ni ba. Wafi.
No na yes a wo be blame you oba no.
Na obi cheat obi e blame you obi because cheating is a personal decision. That's it. So our the man our yeah. We I say if you want to marry, understand divorce and cheating.
Okay. All right. Enti mami ye bre no so ya be ya ma say yes ato aso because bre no e so akwa enti mami nteki we last thought on it na ye mfa sorry so.
Yeah, our media is saying Papa can never get a brace hour. Now, but just about 7 years ago, now I started divorce counseling as part of me premarital counseling.
Oh, you started it?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of background.
Oh, that's good. 7 years, that's good. I started divorce counseling as part of my packaging 7 years ago. For 20 years, the first thing you do in my office is divorce. And they insulted me, but okay. Backlash kakre.
But actually, not to say, put my answer to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Last thing, why did I will put you on cheating? And there were a few backlashes. I took time to read all of the comments. The truth in the parents say you come high and kind of now it's not say Yaksha Nyama I old wife fables be braided and you know Yamafu for be remark. But a few of the people who can keep pushing say these are the things you need to know. We can still keep letting it be known. So our Jai no Opa Obijai. But the occasions are our any BJ and yes, OBP. The occasions are sat on mediation, Obi say on one casadino on you. They don't have
power really being.
I started on the never 2 years no. If you let you help the that's there are cases like Obi said this one is very beautiful. A young man who has been with his wife 10 years, he has been with his girlfriend 10 years. Yes, and the whole scenario really is very interesting. But at the end of the day, everybody was expecting Sanka marriage breaking. And both of them are saying we still want our marriage. So at the end of the day, it goes forth and it comes back and it comes to land on both of you. And so basically for me, that is what it is. There are too many issues. I sit on.
You can continue. Yeah, my extra time.
As I sit on marital mediations, I have a complete new. First, now we go place to place. I'm teaching on things. But when I began about 6-7 years ago to begin to sit and then do mediation, I noticed say most of the things now, kind of like when we sit and consult with the people, there's one person whose only difficulty is that his wife is always giving her number out to people, to strangers. The problem is and the woman is saying, they are just and so like also we say the things I will trivialize, and you're very, very
it will be so.
So yes, a son of relative, yes, a son of a and you couldn't have. If you want the marriage to do well, both of you, I think that both of you, whom you're not away from, can sit and look at what you want to do. If you don't want it to do, you can still sit and know what to do. For me, I noticed things that are setting people apart. Like I have had recently there was an occasion and the man is saying his only problem. My wife treats me like a child. Say, what is it? Sorry, then I'm now I talk. Now I'm maybe now I pack your food flask now or JC ho. I'm making sure that the BBI ready now. I feel fair or feel said. Yes.
It will be so dear. So baby,
on individual basis.
That's communication comes.
So that is where let both of us sit and let's talk. And let's talk about the things that me.
and even there are things that me say when I got married and yeah, my first 7 years of marriage, we break apart because I was very young, like 21.
Who are you 21?
So
Yeah, what bro?
Papa.
What brepa kafra? Di eni amani hu.
Yeah.
And then my husband is a very practical choleric. I am a practical melancholy.
Yeah, last week na e particular.
Maybe a bro pan because here counselor me. You mean a counselor me.
Me me cholerical.
Okay. Me fatwa. If he had, and then because he was a first born, he might make it say or moment.
Yeah.
It's almost 7, but it's almost December. It's because of all the BI. I think I mean who you know, the minimum said me who fear like
and yes, I'm on the
panel. And then man system ain't at the point there. The mere papa and the name I see them and because me who say Major now sue them my entity. So I have learned, in fact, I have learned over time for the last 33 or 34 years. I have learned and a lot of things that were cases I may said, listen, then I chanced upon somebody.
Okay.
Now, only parent they make finance be brave, one penny be this as I will just and I think they do be women also should be very teachable, very, very teachable if you really want the marriage to work over time. Answer. And when so
communication social media in York.
TikTok. Papa was a script my father also has he has 6 wives, and so there were plenty of us. But so another time,
Papa is 6, but he was disabled, and now we are able, and we are keeping one. Now we do for one thing, your mom. We tell you, so catch it. My father has 6 wives, even though he was disabled. But whatever he has was not a problem, but in his level and status, he has 6 wives.
So what's if when I make a statement, or my may see statement?
Mama,
my uncle. Sana na osonka wo ware no wo expect no
na one worry cripple. Did you marry a cripple?
Wo say hwi edwa so na wo kwa na ba.
Oh, by the end is one worry cripple and say na be hwe to say. I say you shed your worry.
Okay.
It was not me, and it's still not my idea. So so it is a process everybody must learn to go through. I have not noticed marriages are far from the beginning. Who been so papa from the beginning as they grew and they matured. No, now so temperament. I listen to you and on temperament and for me it was a very, very beautiful lesson.
Wow.
So there are so many lessons to learn as you get it. Sometimes performing who said give your husband peace, give your husband sex, I listen to all this and I'm wondering as if said not peace no, so these are things you learn to work with and the one Papa Osiajua with the mental bar or warrior only juma. At a point into 17 years into my marriage, I noticed something and I said, and that is me, I pay me one of my mantras. We are in the bar. Me vampire say, okay, Juba Kakra as worry. So and that is not the thing. So there are
many housewife and no supply. Yes. Okay. All right. Can't say young foul so last
sister be saying Manchana Obedum TV. Doreen a queer free neat FM producer. My love, Michiao. I go take up tea. Mekai and I keep saying say, or most of us won't. Our inner year Tiasi. A best shock will say at 21, what in the eye in fact we may and only a bit many 21 so warrior. I will never agree. Even or no. On Primpo Money Baby and worry at 21. She will do it. So what is what we say? And I mean, worry papa no near that form our head in your ship. Me see, and yammy ho, I said me baba akusia. What the need from who say a punishment? So honestly speaking, our young society, but the upbringing of the current generation we have, with the vacuum mentality in their head, get na ye can asem okita first degree, okita masters, or we GSS, no ma me and fees bio, ni papa and fees bio. Kwa fast nya first degree, second degree masters, and then baby o ye juma kwa fast nya point to o ye juma o hono. What the toto one, the process to that level no, our dey demand. So she's 35, she's not married. Oh, who are we here for so? It says, I want to know or buy ye dear. Why ye? I am no place so be kuna man in your first degree. Papa na what it in our dear. Me ilan chinin that only 19 plus 12 years not in your first degree. So if you listen to what they are saying, and yeah, me say me counsel with TV so that, and I mean saying it will be very difficult for me to counsel on TV or on radio. I speak to issues. Let's not make us say then things that destroys marriage. Me catch them say they can. Mama too may say your understanding before the marriage that divorce is real, cheating is real. Then when I'm able to have time, I break down for you what causes divorce, what causes cheating. So that what is time you know, see, age is a factor. Obi any obawari obeme bia osin wo kusin ni panyin da awade na wie pay oba break ko si da be me mo wudi awu awu say obi e fato here say he treats it like I'm a child. Go into the history and check the age difference. If the age difference is 2 years, I tell you the man will say this. But if you are older than a woman and the woman is washing your things and giving you breakfast, under no circumstance will you think say or to you
as a child.
But once you know, say the two of us are the same age, and now churches are preaching, there's nothing wrong in marrying the same age. There's nothing wrong in marrying a woman you are older than and breaking. What is that? Why can't pastors who have not learned marriage sit in their marriage? I'm telling you, they are whistleblowers. If you blow whistle today, there are so many pastors that will leave their wives. They will leave their wives. And there are so many of mommy that would genuinely look. I did the conference for mommy for baby. And I'm saying, no man, me pet, and I'm a P and you call it. Hey, and some mommy, your kind of ya, or see, retreat ya, yeah, baby. Me come suffer. You see, 80 Ghana cities transportation. And to me, say me will cheer man. And yeah, be said, and I'm sure. Made the now or collect and go sell this of the day I flew bus na ye Freddie. Na get no ferry. No Obama Sunga say, Man Pacho, who do you know? Ye entire you. And I offer so for Mira. Abaya say. Maybe I'll call my small home. The head pastor's wife was so soon. I'm one of those
more brabby between
everybody is believing that I'll pay for my wife.
Okay.
I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you not just say, maybe hostel I ever been done in Pono. Our Pentecost, we have never considered until the women fellowship group, because of my men, they only their own chair, and the iron, but this one is transportation or car program national. And I never feel who said, I saw it for the original, and she just said it. And she added, say, went in on you, or course, through that form. The baby wanted so floor pet. I mean, this is a pastor's wife.
Pastor's wife's conference.
This retreat I did. And no cancer, in the coya to say, come and see everybody. So, money I can't be area.
Then the end of the home.
And now, Obi, as you say, man, but I can't say, who are it down? No more that chacha so son and I may boy, I want to say. I see my chacha, maybe you know what I'm saying? So, you see, all the books you are writing, 7 ways to keep your marriage, 24 ways of. I see those things, They are people's intuitions and their lifestyle. They want you to come and read and give them money. Last week, so I'm baby. I'm a pay. Obi from Captain say, "You have a twat and come on." And say, "Oh, chef flat now." But see, I know, sad yeah, the temperament, sex, and tribe, no. Or see, yeah, me on Facebook so. Yeah, my on TV so no need credit. But I send now me kind and brain one. So you see, there's an impact we are doing in the life of people. And your books in the paper. It's good to write books, but how many of them will read? And to be said, things that break marriage. Let me catch us. Age is very, very important. And I would never bless my sorry, Ameko. Me a professional counselor. No, I'm a church counseling, and I'm a hunty. So for DNT, me sure I'm there so. I sorry, do ba say A B C D. Me finish so me ma sorry. Obi anu. Wonyem na be ma no enye ho ade. Akura me tu ni din. Emfa me ho. So wonyem na e be wedding. Me bisa pregnancy test. Na catch am say ehun nia me. Because it is the family that deals with pregnancy. It is a sorry be general bisa say, yeah, onyem na the law says declare the bans for 21 days in your church. So there's no other reason except anybody comes to say, I see me see why I see me say, but say see no, you just sorry them go depending on so be for be court. You catch them so be worry my date no, but say see na mpanifo who say abaya no baba worry no, we fefu onyem. And a branch and not dent, ya chia what they not sign, or we are, and you won't a banner, a planning near the sumo. So, Oma, I know when you're banning in Babe, when I know you two side, this is the stigma we are building in the church. Christian, what makes marriage work is individualistic.
Okay.
Bibia and Sisa, what do you mean? The woman say 21 years for
that's another
thing I'm going to tell you. The third one, let me add it. If the two of you have understanding in marriage will never work. Next week I'll explain a lot of shit. If you decide, say, can we the two of us understand? No, one person must understand. What she was going through at 21. Is it the same thing as I was going through? No. So me, my wife, I don't think she understands me. She's watching me. If she understands because of me, I was say, hey, Monday you were talking in the morning. You went to talk in the afternoon and talk in the evening. Tuesday you were talking. So is it?
You will be filing for divorce.
Except me, Sarah, I'm not going to show. If you are, it's what? I'm not energy. Only be. Okay, I can't not say something. Now you see. If you say how are you? It's now 5 man. So team I say we more. Now obi to me friend can say, and you want to be now grounda. You be man non that no children. I am thinking, say, we want to know what can spoil my but I don't know what to say. On 0277 609 6. What episode you are there, friend? 0277 609 644. May that wonder. Happy birthday, First Lady, Mrs. Councillor George Lutot. Mama Kenya, more change. I'm from family. So, mommy, 0277 609 644. Maybe mommy warning. Don't post my picture. Do need picture.
Where you number?
During the people conference on the 1st of May, holiday, I have Seekers Temple ICTC.
Okay.
Your number is 0244 5479.
Okay. The conference now on the 1st of May, holiday, okay, with Seekers Temple,
9 o'clock. Seekers Temple, I will have you.
Okay.
Transition.
Okay. For number need to give you
0244
okay
547932. Yes.
Okay. All right. Inti abusia for yenna ya bedwafuo ya se wo mabo adwuma yie papa na me pacho birthday release ni ye kai anase ye nyankai na ye fa sedan fa ma production crew ni okay ye kai birthday release na we was for immediate release where the me free presidency was happy birthday to my wife Mrs. ANY Lutrot. Thank you for allowing me in your space as a husband and a father for our children. On this new age of your life in marriage, may you prosper in this new stage and age and more grace, wealth, beauty, and divine protection from God Almighty and beyond. Your husband, Reverend Councillor George Lutrot, and the entire family. Or say copy to all media houses today and tomorrow, please. Adi asem krani. Enti happy birthday, Mrs. ANY. Now you know the other money di. Ani anase ANY. Any. You enti Mrs. Any. Where the any. This one for the sama ya. I'm sure. No, anya okesi. I'm sure the baby ma kwai na what we nyina so ye. Ma. Yeah, executive producer, yeah, Father De Renchi, MFA, yeah, Yima Richard, and Sammy, one more keka who in Abuama production, of course, yeah, that was more the shape you are quite many, made us a so near tonight. Have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, you didn't got it.
Hey, Kusukasa.
Immediate press release.
Nice one.
Madam, happy birthday to you. Your press release, whoever doesn't read it, I'll stop attending their
Happy
station.
birthday to you, Mrs. Eni.
This is what?
Hey! Hey!
Oh no, grab him.
Why am I saying?
Oh, grab him more. Grab him. I mean, grab why then?
When I will cry, no more.
I mean, grab him home because if I don't keep myself, looking the same. And he's not doing anything special. You understand? So I was asking myself, say, yes, usually in marriage, people believe that you have to do something that will keep you going. I don't disagree. But for me, I don't see my wife doing anything special that is keeping her going. What do you give say? What does it? The birthday. What you for? What do you condom? Okay. Jairo. But what's that? Entiasiano, Enyamba, Wadi. And I na if you teach small, no, ask for me. I'm surprised that most of you now have been giving the rights by churches to sit with me. There have been several occasions on TV stations that church leaders, pastors' wives in Ghana, that they have done flyers for us to appear on TV sets. Their husbands have stopped them from coming because of me. Me. It's not a TV station. Like all day. Now, your flyer appear, not that channel. Oh, China. Me wo Kobe TV. Mene Reverend Councilor Litros.
Even I'm amazed that like I know you.
It's like how come? Why do you know this fetish priest?
Hypocrite.
No, why do you know this fetish priest? How close are you with the fetish priest sitting there? This guy is an antichrist. What brought you close to? But they forget the majority of these ones that they love them. What they tell them, they don't take. What I say is what they take. And what they are all against. Majority of the group, the old pastors, they were all against. And you know they are hypocrisy. They will say all the evil things about me. When they meet me in a certain level that they are shocked, then they are showing that removed artificial teeth as if counselor is the best. I watch Ghana and it's worse in America and it's nasty on TikTok. Somebody comes and say, "Na me town, pardon me, power sem cry." What time is say, "Me your mommy bank and I can walk suko me a dear ati most of them will send some will be say wedding." So we destroy what we think can help. Then I mean can then if you for what into to then I mean can as and the then say, "Na me you chira me say same be be I mean can be e family wo and family wo me can be." I don't care. I don't even visit my church. Have I ever mentioned my church? Unless you have a program, because I am not sitting here for the church. The church is the best place to be. Prayer Palace. So far in Ghana. Which church again? The closest one that is coming.
ICGC Liberty Temple.
You've done something. It can't be compared. You don't compare. I'm doing comparison. Managed Junction. Spectres. People think it's an office complex. It's a church for God.
Sorry for
Prophet Emmanuel Eje.
Oh,
The nicest church. That's a church. Yeah, you know them. I don't. That's a church. I don't represent them. I don't come here and speak anything for them because it came to a time that if you are supposed to be in a church, when I go on TV, they should approve. I mean, and so they approve for you to come and say things about their dogma. Now all the pastors who are bashing me, saying what it is, I see them right now quietly on programs, and they come and repeat what I said.
You said
that counselor, I didn't notice him early. I noticed them some 4 years ago. I know you genuinely some name. I'm just okay. The bad boy. On that could be come up in a able. And I'll say, I think you made a statement.
A controversial statement.
If a very man to me, man, home.
3 square meals, you are not qualified to be married.
So that was the first time.
And the churches always me.
So we listened down here for you. So we listened down. So on the day I say, my man. But have you ever met him? So like in person, but on no TV. That is when I started listening to a few of the things. But Eugene brought my attention to it. See that with this Anna, Omar. No, say, ma, have you listened? I'm saying yes. When you listen to counselor, say why do you that for ma? Obey, rubbish.
Yeah.
So me, there's something with me. When I listen to people, I take time. I have another ear that listens, and I kept telling the counselor, everything he says, queries that the people have. You know, when people put you in a particular ear, and they want to, and you know, me if it's happening, I might do a one.
Yeah.
If no crime, first time I meet on it, Mr. Adofoli. Those are the 2 people I've always been looking for.
Obi decide the police say, "Me ni share no Johnny. Me see ane. No baby on person wow."
I didn't say.
But we a teacher and status of a counseling. Eti mama Adofoli mama who can say, "Yeah, me too go and cry one friend."
Oh, social media.
Na so nim Adofoli say or the account here. Counselor Adofoli say o. I'm telling you now. I come in Adofoli. But see, yes, we want obi shall say walia. Mempene, what is a man can say me am ka say man can ye. But no. At 21, she got married and she suffered in the marriage. Which means today, none of her daughters will ever go into marriage at 21. They can't 10 years ago say, "Oh, are in Tema."
Yeah.
Who died in You see, hey, counselor, did you show me? They were from when then, hey, feeling
Yeah.
And Otinas ye, Yoshia, no, 2 phones, you go to Tana, dear Nassano. Mamma na buano, but mamma someone did them. And so I did them because I did them. She has a deficit in her life.
She has endured
too much that if it doesn't end well for her, 37 years in marriage, she can tell you that calculating the 37 minus the number of years she has suffered, she cannot boast of something beyond 10 years. So, like I said, when you are yeah, money. I had to say, Obia you. As you okay, Yebisa said, the father was disabled, but had a lot of wives and was able to take care of them. We are able with 2 legs. Even 1 wife, we can take care of.
The man who's something, said, "Yeah,
and I'm a man around down in the entire difficult to take more. And now, my 4 girls now, do you know why it's difficult to take care of the current girls? The way they have processed their life, the packaging of the current woman is difficult to take care of them. What does it? If you have a family doing the bag,
I mean to me, I mean, Paddy or more you.
And so maybe if you are self, if you are Lily Abaha, Lily, if you are Donko, Robert Magnesium, and I call him saying, "Chow, Ginger Nibi." The idea, you know, but when the idea, you know, Farmer and Brett, Farmer Chuck, you know, but never bought near year a fear system. And I could farm and now this year, Mrs. So, I mean, it's a very good conversation.
Very nice. Also,
Where a year, dear party, dear, if you are doing a divorce party, and you want to serve ginger honey chips, you don't need this. Actually, you need this one. What was here, and so you need to have some. And then remember that the MSP 30 is still in the system. And today, I was trying to get Dog to do a quick recap for dysmenorrhea and painful menstruation. You know, I don't know about you, but let me see how I look on Facebook. Maybe I might want to take your questions. Do you have any things we can do so that we be able to, as it were, keep our marriages going? Is there anything you think we can do to keep marriages going? Things that will break marriages? Are you able to know what it is? Because we've come to show you 101 of maintaining your marriage. I keep saying every day that I don't have anything that I can do. I don't have anything I can share with you that can keep your marriage going. But one thing I have come to learn is that I know things that can break your marriage. And one of the things that I know can break your marriage is what you are doing now. Ask me, what are you doing? What you are doing now is refusing to watch me. You are not paying attention to what I'm saying. It can cause your marriage to break. Do you understand? I've been thinking and thinking and thinking of how I can keep on going forward and making things happen. Do you know what breaks marriages and takes away love in it? So this is just part one. I believe that we'll go through part one, part two, and part three. There's only one message that has appeared. Kindly share. God bless you. It's only one message that appeared on Facebook. And let me see that somebody have written something. Is what? Someone say it is too early. Lily say it is too early for this eating thing. Oh. What is eating? Lily, what is eating? Lily says CC will see. CC will see. Lily, oh, trouble for one corner of school. Me, I will stop the church and go and continue with my wedding. Yes. Most people, when they frustrate them in the churches, they find themselves. All they do is that they stop the church and go and continue somewhere. My issue is not about you stopping the church, but the stigma attached to whatever happens to you. Now, I was just taking the opportunity this morning to, as it were, celebrate the birthday of my wife. The mother gave birth to her and she decided to be part of me. So this is for immediate press release. Happy birthday to my wife, Mrs. A.N.Y. Lutrot, Abigail Na Yamli Lutrot. She's not any. That is her name. Thank you for allowing me in your space as a husband and a father for our children. On this new age of your life in marriage, may you prosper in this new age and stage with more grace, worth, beauty, and divine protection from God Almighty and beyond. From your husband, Reverend, Doctor, Counselor, Judge, Lutrot, and the entire family. And this press release is supposed to go to all media houses. You have to read it to the fullest. Because if they don't read it, I will read it myself. And if I read it myself, it will be a problem for the rest of us. So happy birthday to senior wife. She is not a reverend. She is just married to a reverend minister. Reverend, Counselor, Dr. Lutrot's wife. Senior wife to be precise. N.Y. A.N.Y. Lutrot. I wish you all the best. I wish you the best of the best. In your quietness, in your sharing of love and understanding, you have given me all that every woman or some women or a woman can give. Because I'm yet to try all women. I have just the opportunity to have you and the other ones. as a wife and other things that are happening. As we celebrate you this morning, may your life become a wealth and a depository of wisdom and knowledge for those who matter and they want to come and learn from you. I wish you a happy, glorious birthday and ask that as you go through this new age, you will definitely continually be a blessing for me and our children. Happy birthday, Mrs. Counselor Lutrot. To God be the glory. Great things he has done. Especially when people have not decided to wish you happy birthday, that's okay. So Ellie Klim says that knowing when to compromise for each other. Okay, knowing when to compromise for each other in marriage. Okay. So what does it mean to compromise for each other in marriage? In marriage, do we compromise for each other? I mean, I hear they said, what does it mean to compromise? God bless you so much. Who are you blessing? Myself or my wife? You are making a lot of sense, bro. Where the sense I'm making is from which side? Me, I will stop the church, okay? Husband, as a husband and a smoker. As a husband and a smoker. Maybe you have to explain to me well. Okay. All right, okay. Oh, controversy can break marriage. Okay. I don't know why controversy should break marriage. Listening to you always seems I don't know anything. Wow. Love I'm happy for the blushing of the things you're saying. Akosua Edu says infidelity and communication problems can break marriages. I hear communication. I hear infidelity. How can infidelity break your marriage? Yes, by law, but not by human standard and structure. Why do I say that? What is infidelity? Infidelity and cheating are not the same. Cheating is when you have any form of intercourse with another person behind your registered or legal spouse. Infidelity is when your spouse have a proof of you cheating. So they are not the same. And infidelity is a legal term, and cheating is a common term. So if cheating can break your marriage, wow, then you are something else. But I believe because there are people who don't even have legitimacy. They are girlfriends. They are sex mates. They are side chicks who know they are side chicks. And they know they are registered side chicks. And they are breaking their relationship even with the man they are going out with. Have you forgotten about Seiram in this country? What didn't Seiram do? Seiram was able to have lawyers to file to court that somebody's husband who is paying her for sleeping with her, renting for her, who has bought her a car, she took such a man to court until the laws of the land worked. But the level of disgrace and shame and ridicule she brought on herself and has not yet apologized with a letter to us. Till today, Seiram have not come to apologize for taking somebody's husband to court. A man who has supported you, a man who has helped you, a man who has paid your rent. He promised to pay 2 years and he paid 1 year. Hear me. Oh my God. It doesn't make sense that all along somebody's husband is paying your rent. Somebody's husband is giving you money every day. And you have the gas, the right to take the person on. So I'm saying that, and if we find out these attitude of Seiram. Then we hear that the wife of the man in question is saying that because of what has come to the public domain, I don't want to marry again. So Seiram has come to break somebody's marriage. Today, in my next 15 minutes, I want to pick one group of people that we think they can break marriage. Today, I didn't bring water. Yay. You see, at times I think MFA will give me water. That is why I come and sit here and drink. I will drink my saliva. So if you see that I'm quiet, it's not because I'm tired, but I need water. Maybe if everybody should bring water to drink. When I need water, I begin to stammer and talk like Obia. I am not a stammerer. Happy birthday to Mrs. Utro. Thank you very much. Tell me, my focus today is side chicks. Do side chick have the ability to break marriages? Obia say obi kunu etwen plan etumi bu awade ana. Bibisa. Because say obia wade egu no see a son say ni kunu kotwen plan. And ni kunu plan no hu ye na hi enu nti e na oja awade a. First day no munyina mo kai story a de buy abrante no story no. Francis oni na seba yem pemagro na odi na seba na the woman say na yire ne say na seba no entu enfifio amani na seba na tena 6 years ni ama wari 14 years na ono so kire say oni na seba no na seba ndi o ma tena 7 years oni na seba na di pemagro for 6 years. Na ohu da se ne yire hu se odi ne maame se mbeka ya and ye koba ne se owo ho na ne yire no ham se ne maame o se ne maame ntu nko obisa ne se den na aba ontimi nkan kire ni kunu ena ne yire no maame ebo ni kunu amane se be se bosumi miensani udi mi ewo eden mu ha obeka ya na obi anifie na yehye ha na mehu se kode oyiri bie dan no e na ohu se to me so wo me ba bia wani mu kire na wakata wani nti wanhu me na mehu no eti na doggy na wo body nti your concentration was not at the door level, but I saw my daughter enter, saw me and did this and went back, and I didn't tell you about it. And my daughter didn't ask me anything. But from that day, she says I should leave the house and go. And I also don't want to go because of her, I've rented my 5-bedroom house, made it a hostel. You know about it. So I can go. Now, most of the people said they will leave the marriage for the woman. People said that I cannot get another person to become my mother. And for that matter, I will stay in the marriage. But I'll make sure my marriage will stay and my mother will go. Other people say I will live with my mother. And then I will not be in the marriage again. I asked him, can a side chick break the marriage? Can a side chick break marriage? And this communication thing that they keep saying, the best in marriage is communication. Akosia said, which means cheating can break marriage and it can make marriage work. Oh yes. I believe that if you look at Akosia, let me say this to you on record, that if you ask me that the percentage on which we base breaking of marriage through cheating as compared to the percentage of building marriages, men who cheat well, and they are cheating with enough financial reserve, it builds their marriages more than breaking their marriages. This might sound controversial in your ear, Bema of funny yirechi. Now what ye jina said Bema. Obi of funny yirechi. Obi of funny kunechi ewa wadie mono. Awadie ne eniji wa wadie no mpempi. Say emema ne ma omonfo mo yiri ne omukundachi. Also kura what it kwati kase e kwame so ne fa na kwati kase gu ahe. Oba bi ahia kwati bi aso sen na. Aga na no pe ba afia. Afia lili. Question here what dia. Kwati kase timi gu awade ana. Mabisa ma why. Cheating helps in marriage very well. It builds more happiness in marriage. Because look, and unfortunately for people, whoever finds out cheating with evidence, once you have evidence of cheating and you believe that your evidence is authentic, then it is no more cheating, but it's infidelity. Because it has now become a legal process you can use to annul your marriage. Infidelity is where you have evidence of a cheating spouse that you intend to file for divorce. Because one of the rules that breaks divorce and that can be used to validate divorce in court is infidelity. And infidelity is having access to have information of a cheating spouse with a record and evidence. So when your spouse is cheating on you, that level of cheating cannot be, as it were, equated to infidelity. Did you get the command of the conversation? So most of us, I'm saying it again, do you believe that a side chick in a marriage contest cannot break marriage? So Zazie, I chanced on this morning when I was coming on the way, on TikTok, I chanced on Zazie that one of her girlfriends paid a visit to her at home in the contest that the wife was supposed to travel and have not checked whether the wife has been able to go or not and came to visit Daddy. And the wife received her because I'm looking for Reverend Lutrots. Is he aware you're coming? Oh, yes, please. And I think the wife opened. Unfortunately for me in my house, if you get to my gate and you are asked, you are looking for Reverend Lutrot, is he aware you are coming? They don't open the door for you to sit unless there's a familiarity business that the family knows you. But the first thing is to cross-check with me if I'm expecting anything like you in my house. I don't have the biggest house. I have the nicest home built by Mrs. Lutrot. Thank you, my dear. Every time you change. As a matter of fact, the colors in my house were not my colors. I go to a lot of people's homes. Let me just digress in a second. And you can see the walls are red, black with dark chairs. And you can see that this one is guys. When you go to a home, that gives you a lot of accommodation. You feel sitting in the house is good. Check who designed the house. Is the woman. When women design homes, it doesn't look like a weed smoker's house. The whole world. Even when you go to America and the choice of furniture, the choice of paint, the choice of TV, it's only TV that time that you find that the men are making choices because they want a 100-inch television. But I'm saying that if you go to a home and you feel that the colors in the sitting room, the couch, the pillows in the chair bars, the dining chairs, the carpets, the rugs are nice and makes you feel at home. Give credit to a woman who is in that house. Because when men are making choice to design homes, our choices are competitive to the extent that we don't think about ourselves. We think about others. For me, when you come to my house, the butter, is it butter? Is it cream or butter? The colors in my sitting room are choices of my wife. And it makes the home very accommodating. If you can give me a chance, I could have done small blue, small violet, small red, mixed feelings in that house. Wallpaper, she chooses the color. So I go to town and I want to buy and I have to send her a picture. Is it what you want? That is if I have opportunity to buy. Because usually these things, she makes the choices herself. So I'm saying that when you find out that you say their home is not going on well, and the reason is because there's a third party. And like my other panel member was saying that the third parties are the reason why most marriages are collapsing. I say it emphatically. On a percentage of 0 to 10, if you ask me which percentage can a chick break marriage, I say 0. Well, let me read this one. Vivian Mensah sent me a hi. And then this is coming from TikTok. Today I decided I'll be reading a lot of you. And this one says, how can I be with someone I don't trust? I will always have to keep one eye open. So for me, no cheating. I've never said that open your doors for cheating. And I would never encourage you to cheat. And I will also not discourage you to cheat. Cheating is a personal decision. And if you find out that your spouse is cheating and you go all lengths to get evidence of infidelity, I see you to be a fool. It's harsh. It doesn't make sense in my statement. Because if this one, look at this statement, attraction. And this attraction person, I don't know attraction. Yeah, that's her name. I'm right. Attraction says that she cannot be, I don't know whether he or a she, but it says that how can I be with someone I don't trust? I will always have to keep one eye open I will always have to keep one eye open. So for me, no cheating. Attraction, are you a male or a female? Because your gender will also influence your writing when it comes to such statements. Your gender will also influence your understanding in the position of a cheating spouse, whether a man or a woman. And if you want to say that a side chick can break a marriage, I'm saying on the scale of 0 to 10, 0. I need water. On the scale of 0 to 10, 0. Let me bring back to you. MSP 30 is the age for the time now. Once you menstruate, you have menstrual cramps. Any challenge you are facing with menstruation, any challenge you are facing with the act of irregular menses, dysmenorrhea, smelling menstruation, you have offensive odor after menstruating, you don't know what to do with yourself when you're about to menstruate, 3 days you have to take off, you have used your leave for waiting after menstruating. All I want to encourage you to do is that go for the MSP 30 and it will help you. Right now, if you are doing divorce party, birthday party, you don't need the big bottle to serve. Charlie, Sammy, all you need is ginger, Makpe ginger chips. And if you are in Ghana, this one is available right now. This one is not for sale on the market. It's for parties. It's for funerals, divorce parties, birthday parties. Any other thing you want to do, just get this one. And it's handy. Everybody will get, as compared to this one. It doesn't stop you from sharing this one at your party. It's more or less like affordability. Small chips somebody will chew at your party. This big one can go for a souvenir. But this one can be served at your party. And if you care to know, the Makpe ginger chip, this is the one in America, UK, and Germany. 0277 609 644 is for Makpe ginger chips. And for this one, 862 215 2007 in America. If you watch me here, I have what we call Tonga Tali capsules. And this capsules is one of my birthday presents. And I have decided to continue the promotion. So 15 days challenge, because my wife's birthday is today. I am buying another 50 packs to share on a discounted rate. Please get a pack 2 times a day. If you have a challenge sexually, then you need 6 times a day, 4 capsules twice a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, and you will be running to tell me, I want more. It's not an aphrodisiac drug, but it helps build your system. Back to my topic. What breaks marriages? What cannot break marriages? I am a female is what was written by attraction. So attraction, because attraction is say that should be okay. Say what should be the age difference in marriage? A man must be older than a woman, 7 years maximum, 3 years minimum. Anything less, anything more, the marriage will suffer and might end in divorce. The worst is that when a woman is older than the man, they will struggle forever. Let them live apart. Let them live apart. When I say apart, you understand. One should be in Amsterdam, one should be in Ghana, one should be in Europe, one should be in America. I mean, let them live apart. And if you want the 2 of them, anytime there's a conversation, there is fight. Same age is worse. Same age is worse. One of the things I will tell everybody is, if your spouse finds out anything on your phone and you forgive her, if you wish to live long, break up with her. Don't continue the marriage. Counselor, so when a wife sees a husband cheating, should she pretend or ignore or see him of seeing him cheating? Let me read. What she wants to say is that, counselor, so when a wife sees a husband cheating, should she pretend or ignore seeing him cheating? If you ask me this question, I'll give you an answer. How did you see your husband cheating? And if you don't ignore, what will you do? You confront him. If you confront him, what will be the end? And apart from ending in divorce, what again is left? The cheating girl, and I've said this several times. If you want to understand counselor, just take time and listen to him over and over. Well, someone is giving a caveat. I'll come back to attraction. With attraction's question I want to answer. But it's coming from Akosua. I said this earlier on that if you find yourself in a position that you have caught your spouse cheating, and you believe that the marriage is going to end because you caught the person cheating, but you still stay in the marriage, you will suffer. And it will be both sides. I'm saying that there are a lot of marriages that are working because of cheating. If it's not cheating, like most people are dead. Cheating itself makes marriage grow, but we don't really want to respect it. Okay, hello. Why not zoom? Why not zoom? Careful, careful. We're not getting Sean. I don't share the cover in few. Okay, John. Good. In a bad. In a bad. Facebook, body machine come to. One over to Zoom view. So I'm trying to adjust my cameras. I just had the cameraman come around, so I'm just asking them to assist me. Move on Facebook. Let me go Facebook, but if you are saying, "I have many people you can go full for me yellow." I look at Zoom here. Nege open nege. Nege nege. It will very tall. Yeah, because I need good. Yeah. Okay, so Thank you very much for your support. And I think I have water now. Where's the water? So now I can drink and talk. Happy birthday to Mrs. Councillor Lutworth. The biggest fight we have is that I don't eat breakfast on time. And yesterday I watched Ochami Kwame telling everybody that the best meal in life is lunch and supper. And he corrected himself by saying that it works not for everybody, but for him, that is what works for him. Ochami, why are there? And that's 2 hours of exercise every day. If you can do that, continue. But if you can't do that as a sedentary worker, to Abin. Labi Odame says, yes, very true. Labi, which one is very true? Is it that when you understand counselor and listen to him over time, you will get a picture? Is that what you're saying is true? So let me address the two issues I brought on board. That in the next 15 minutes, I need to wrap up and leave. Thank God today I'm dressed for my wife. And I'm looking very, very handsome in my dressing. This thing I'm wearing is so nice. It's coming from the clothing setup of my wife. Wanche Wonot Boutique is the name of my wife's clothing line. Wanche Wonot Boutique. Wanche Wonot Boutique. Wanche Wonot Boutique. And this boutique has been there since 2010. And far back with Real Talk, my wife does whatever it is. You look handsome. Thank you very much. I look handsome. It makes sense. And this morning I've not seen Abna. I think Abna is busy. So do you believe that side chicks breaks marriages? And that's where I'm coming from. Like somebody's asking, so does it mean as a wife, if you are able to see or find out that your wife, your husband is cheating on you, should you ignore or act? And I'm saying that if you don't ignore and you act, what is your expectation in your action? Because side chicks, genuinely speaking, per my interaction and the cases I've sat through, and what I've seen and what I've heard, side chicks don't create more harm as compared to the good they create in the life of the individual who is going out with them. Listen, there are husbands that are still alive because of a side chick. And there are wives that are still in that marriage because of a certain relationship they are having, extramarital affairs. So the level of harm that a side chick will create in marriage, on the scale of 0 to 10, when you ask that side chick can break marriage, I will choose 0. Because there's no side chick that can ever break any marriage on earth. So if you're asking me that you have trust issues, so how can you trust somebody, especially when they are cheating on you? Attraction. Why should you trust anybody in marriage? Trust is not for human beings. Trust is for deity. Even in the bank, they don't trust you. When you go to the banking people, you have given them your money. They don't trust you. When you walk to the bank, they want to do series of checks to be sure that you who gave them your money, you are still the same person coming back for the money. If you go to most of the banks, maybe not all, but most of the banks, they have cameras to capture your face. Your KYC is with them. You have your fingerprint with them. You have your ID card on your system. If you want to do a transaction, they still ask for your ID card. Some even want to take your picture again. Some want to do your fingerprint again. You believe that you trust the bank so much to give them your money. And even them, that they are working with systems, they still want to cross-check because they don't trust you. Even some have added the rope to the pen you use to sign the paper they give you. Because they say it's likely that when you finish signing, you will steal the pen. The word believe is what is used in marriage. Trust is for deity. You cannot trust a man. My wife can never trust me in this marriage thing. I always tell her to trust in God. and believe in me. Because when you believe in me, you can forgive me. When you believe in me, you know I'm fallible. When you believe in me, you know that I can do anything at any time that will hurt you. When you believe in me, you can know that it is clear and very, very transparent that what other men do, I can do same, but it is not yet raping for me to do. And be mommy, I be ankamaye. You get it? So you should learn to know that attraction, trust cannot be in marriage. So don't go into marriage with the mentality of trust. Enter into marriage with the mentality of belief. Go and cross-check. What is the difference between trust and belief? It's like somebody says, is there a difference between price and cost? Is there a difference? Is ego and pride the same? Now, this morning, if anybody tells you that a side chick can collapse marriage, it's not true. Unless the side chick herself doesn't understand that she's a side chick. And look, a side chick is not a second wife. A side chick is not an anness in marriage. So when you are a side chick and you get to a point that you will refuse to understand your role as a side chick, you will suffer. And that is where they will say you are breaking marriages. And immediately you begin to act in that manner. Then you are no more a side chick. You have assumed a certain position that cannot be defined as a side chick. Because a side chick will never expose herself in the presence of a wife. Because a side chick is available as a result of a wife being in the space. Kwame David, thank you. Hear me. Who is a side chick? And let me use this opportunity to explain it again. I miss Clarice, the only certified side chick. And most of you are asking of Clarice. Clarice asked that she was going off social media for some time. And after the last time I saw her off social media, she's not been able to come back again to social media. And because she's not been able to come back to social media, majority of you are seeing her. Somebody told me yesterday that I said Clarice is off social media, but she just saw Clarice on social media. Yes, she's back. We're waiting for her to come. It is our page, and it's better we allow her to choose when she wants to come back to us. But I have not done anything to offend her that I know of. And she's so strong that if anybody offends her on the page, she'll respond quickly. So let's keep that one too in check and believe ourselves. She's the only certified side chick who comes to say it. Say, glad I joined your life today. Thank you, sir. Attraction. This is your first time. Please. Somebody says in Kwasa Semon Kwan na Wokan. Godfather blog. Okay, so at least my address is Kwasa Semon making. Godfather. Who are Wokan as a sem? Who are paid them? Yeah, say who follow Microphone 92. Who need confidence in Microphone picture and other DP. One Kasanko 493 and a diwachi. Na se when ya kwenye biabe odi opanyi bi te se me achi a Godfather biggest me kan kwasi asemi me bo se be pacho e se atembidie na wudi mi se me kan kwasi asem Menim say wuntie mu onyansem de. Ba ye ose nkwasasem na meka. De meka na mfa ho sa. Enti ebeye nkwasasem ama. But ye kai umfie ndu mi mfie. Na obenyi mpo apako de mfie hu ase na wewu a yenim. Omo ebe se sun ade na wo page so go School of Relationship and Marriage. Meti hey, mi ni hwe yo. We are na meye. Mi nye ndidi, but enwa na meye. Mi to date ya. Me de be kan kwasi asem sa. Na enkwasiafo te se wo abetie. Nanso nyansafo e wo page so yi. Omo nim se dia make nyansa wo. Yes, and to wasan baby obi bisa say na won so ba ebe kan ho betie nkwasiasem dia ye dan. Data so endorse. 5 gig mpo anka meda nyame ase. But auto 5 series. 5 series ni 5 gig nyepe. 4 days ni auto ye. Ebe expire na ntu pe baby dia kofa. Abrante. Be pacho. Na wan pacho a. Mi anka se me pa ocho. Na me chop and be du abama. Amen to aso no distraction. So a side chick cannot collapse any marriage. So those of you who are saying that cheating can break marriage, cheating can break marriage. Cheating cannot break marriage. Infidelity by law can cause divorce because by law you can bring an act of infidelity with evidence and the judge will grant you divorce. And what is infidelity? It is when you can prove that your husband has had another sexual amorous relationship with somebody else with a proof. Like bigamy. Like bigamy. This is my first, this one says, this is my first time here. Welcome. God bless you for coming. First timers. And this one says, Godfather, please go and sit down. No, before Godfather goes to sit down, Godfather, I'm giving you the opportunity to come and apologize for insulting me. For the first time, I'm giving you an opportunity so that I don't insult you back. Because my insult will not just be an insult. It will be an address to your family. Because today I am celebrating the birthday of my wife. It's today and tomorrow. So I want to be nice and polite, like I've always been. So attraction. You cannot sleep with your eyes open. If you are going out with somebody you don't trust, can you check trust? The fact that I tell you, like yesterday, a young man on Thursday was saying on radio that he and the wife, they are one. Because everywhere he is, the wife knows. Whatever he buys, the wife knows. If you dash him money, he will tell the wife. Anything you do for him, the wife knows. And anywhere the wife goes, they will tell. And I went back to the studio and told him that, young man, stop fooling. If your wife knows everything about you, it is one sign of collapsing marriage. You see? Yeah. If you answer every question from your wife as a man, your marriage will collapse. And if your wife doesn't respect you and disrespect you by coming to you to ask you some silly, unfounded questions, be careful not to answer. Because if you answer some questions, it will lead to breaking marriages. So if your wife calls you and asks you that, can I trust you? Who is this fair-colored lady? How are you? Hey, you look very beautiful and radiating. Are you married to Kim Promise?
No.
But do you know Kim Promise?
I know Kim Promise.
It was alleged that he was getting married.
Yes, it was alleged.
Oh, you saw the video?
I saw the video. I thought it was a music video.
But is it a music video?
I'm suspecting so, but
But if it's marriage, do you encourage him to stay or to divorce?
He should stay.
With the lady?
I don't know the lady.
Have you seen her pictures?
No, I haven't.
The lady is too beautiful for Kim Promise to marry such a thing.
Wow. He is very fine, gentleman.
So would you like to marry him?
It depends.
Or what? His money.
Character.
But can you know a man's character?
So, you can know a little bit.
So the little bit you can use it for the rest of your life.
I mean, you can adjust. There are certain things.
Oh, so you're supposed to adjust.
Yes, certain things you can adjust.
Oh, it's things like, sorry for interrogation. Give me just two. We are discussing what breaks marriages, and I'm telling all of them that
Yes.
no side chick can break a marriage.
That's true. I agree.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I agree.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Hey, that is there's somebody behind the scene. I'm very sure. Should I give her the microphone? She says she's sure that no side chick. She's supporting what I'm saying. But a lot of people believe that side chicks are the reason why marriages collapse because of
If
cheating.
I'm married to someone and there's a side chick, that will not stop my marriage. I would have to deal with my.
Well, they can't hear you. She's far. It's true. She was just she's beautiful. That's why I brought her into the thing. Okay, you come and talk to them. See her. She has breast and
Oh
has
my
color.
God. Okay, so I should do it there, right?
Oh, you can sit. I mean, I think they gave a chair that you. Let me see if you are inside. Sit there. Let me see. Okay, so bring the chair closer. You can get inside.
All right.
So we have a guest. Please, you can use all these ones.
Okay.
Let me see if this one is on. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, let me see if this one is on. Okay, so we have a guest for the next 10 minutes. Yes, what's your name? Tell them your
I'm
name.
Helen. I'm Helen Anyeweja. You can call me Helen K.
Hey, Helen K.
Right.
Are you an Ewe?
A bit of, just a little bit of.
Well, how can you be a little bit of Ewe? Because the life you are living, you can't be a little bit. So why a little bit of Ewe? Okay, so you can. Hey, you know my name?
Yes, Constance Tricks.
Who?
I'm a huge fan of.
Oh, I'm shy. I'm shy. When people know me like this, hey, Bemeni, the sports president. This Agrohini. There's somebody be watching my camera. Agrohini. You know Agrohini, yes. Agrohini. Pia wake a crowd about coming home. Piana dealing your face. I just say with too much sexual intercourse. So let's get it.
All right.
You also believe that no side chick can break a marriage.
I believe that.
That's why.
For instance, and there's a side chick, I would have to deal with my husband, talk to him. Why is he going to the side chick? What's the problem? Am I doing something wrong? There are other times that I may not even be doing anything wrong, but because he's a man and sometimes they are somehow polygamous, so he would like to just go and test the waters around. And so I'll talk to him and ask him to stop because there are consequences.
No,
reaction.
you will ask your husband to stop with the side chick.
I would talk to him, yes.
Do you know what a side chick is doing for your husband?
So I can equally do same. What is it? I can
No, if you can do same,
right.
Why is your husband with a side chick?
Right. But you know that sometimes a woman can even do so much more than the side chick.
So you are not the reason why your husband has left for a side chick.
Absolutely.
So when you call me and want to negotiate that I will do what a side chick is doing for you, you are being wicked and selfish.
Why?
Because what a side chick do, you can do.
Really? Tell me about it. What is the side chick doing that a wife is not doing?
No, I say you are going to promise him that you do what?
No, I'm saying that maybe there's something that he's saying in there. Probably I have not been able to do that. He should tell me about it. I'm ready to make.
Unfortunately, those who are sleeping behind their wives, they can't tell you actually what these girls are doing. At times, it's the asking of school fees alone that is keeping a man sleeping around. That a girl could call you and say, "Hi, Daddy, next week my school fees, so my project fee them." That alone, they're asking. I met a man who says he's cheating on the house on the why because the way the lady will ask makes him feel he's a man. So they're asking.
Sometimes very funny because
we are funny.
Very funny sometimes because there are other times that a man will be with a woman and then the woman doesn't ask him anything. Though we expect that men are provided, they should be able to be responsible among other things. But there are other times, a woman doesn't ask them anything, and they say, "Oh, that's a good." Some men though, they say, "That's a good woman." He doesn't ask for anything, but when I'm responsible, when I'm there, she appreciates it and all that. And then there are other men that when you ask, they're like, "This lady asks me so much every time, this," and they are, not happy about that. They want to leave.
You see, the truth is that usually when a man is complaining, you're asking so much.
Right.
The reason why men will complain is that when you ask from a man, and you don't appreciate when they give you what they have. Okay. Some don't say thank you.
Yeah.
Sense of entitlement.
Right.
So I gave you the first time.
Yeah.
And saying, one of the things that kills me personally, and I'll say this every time, is to send you Momo.
Okay.
And I should ask you, have you received it?
Absolutely.
I feel so stupid.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. Once you send me Momo, for instance, once I receive it, I should be able to pick my phone and call you.
They tell I've not seen it. I've not got them, I've not seen it. And some will tell you that there are so many messages that come. So how did I go there?
Unfortunately.
So for that matter, the next time you want to ask me again, I might want to give.
Right.
But I will not give with the heart I used to give. So if you are and somebody says that, Madam, you say, Madam, stop. The moment you find out that there is a side chick, the trust is gone. And I'm saying that you don't need trust in marriage.
Right.
Trust is not meant for human beings. Trust is meant for deities and
Right,
God.
right.
You need belief. Me, I've told my wife that she should not trust me, and I won't trust her,
Yeah.
especially in this marriage game.
Because Bible even makes us understand that woe unto the man that trusts another man. You only have God to trust, and that is it.
So we don't believe, but don't trust.
I agree.
Believe. You see, so somebody said, if I don't trust you, I can't sleep well. I have to sleep with one eye open. And I'm saying that for me, if you say one of the materials that breaks marriages is a side chick, I don't ever believe.
Yes.
No side chick on a scale of 0 to 10. If you ask me to choose 0, and if you're a side chick there and you believe you can break anybody's home, you are lying.
Yeah, you can.
Because you see, the question is that who is a side chick?
Right.
And a side chick is a young lady like this beautiful, the name is Helen.
But I
Go-
refuse to be a side chick though.
Oh, why?
Oh, I just refuse. When there is first, why should I go for second? I won't.
No, you are not a second. A side chick is not a second person.
But a side chick is what?
No, you're not a second person. Your position is different.
Interesting.
No, being a side chick is not comparing to a wife. Oh. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Because, so you can be a side chick.
Okay.
And you should
I
not-
can be.
No, don't refuse it.
Okay.
Because it's a position in life.
How?
Oh, you will fall victim not too soon, but one time in life.
But I mean.
Are you married already?
I'm not married.
So this choice,
Yes.
I agree to say, well, this choice, it comes inevitably.
Right.
There are girls I have met who said that me, I will never do anybody's husband.
Right.
Now, they are doing people's husbands.
Hey, God, I beg.
So don't come and say it now,
Right.
because to be somebody's husband
Yeah.
is a gift from God.
Oh, counselor, with that one, I wouldn't agree. How is that a gift?
Oh, being a side chick is a gift from above. Check the scripture.
Okay. What does the scripture says?
Side chicks
Yeah.
were highly recognized in the Bible, and nothing was spoken against them except that which was said to praise them. The first time side chicks were introduced in the Bible was in the life of King Solomon.
Oh, if you want to go into King Solomon, I mean,
Oh, he was a bad man.
that was a man of many wives and a lot of side chicks.
No, they were able to be counted. And the end of the story was that, and the wives of King Solomon
Yeah.
turned his heart against God. So the wives turned him away from God.
Right.
But the side chicks kept him alive. There are men today who are alive because of a side chick. And you'll be surprised that God will send you into the life of a certain married man to keep him alive.
I don't think God will send me.
Will you refuse when God sends you?
God will not send me. For
No,
that.
what if he sends you? Will you refuse?
God will not. I know what God will send me.
I agree,
Like,
but say,
allow me to call this. Bible says, obey your parents in the Lord. And so, even in obeying our parents, God expects that we'll do that in the Lord.
who are the parents in the Lord?
Our parents,
Who
our
are they?
biological parents.
So what?
No, I mean, in
So
the
when they
Bible, it says that, when they tell you that do not steal, that is biblical. So you are supposed not to. But when they are telling you to do something that is not of God, then you can refuse.
Who is God in your life?
This is my personal savior.
Okay. So that's the error. Because the first God in your life are your parents.
Interesting.
Go and read scripture.
Interesting.
So if your mother gives you to a married man to pay the rent, God has given you.
Hey, counselor, I know you are very controversial.
So
But
this is not controversial, it's biblical.
I know, no.
So be careful saying that me, I'll never do anybody's husband. I just want to caution you.
Okay.
Because you are very beautiful as a side chick.
No, I think I'm
What
beautiful
is-
as a wife.
No.
Why not
Take
a wife?
your time.
Right.
You are not there yet.
So once I'm married, then I can say that.
Don't worry. And that's the way I'm saying that I'll sit my husband down and ask my husband,
Yeah.
what is the side chick doing for you that I can do? Forget it. There are girls in this country
Yeah.
who had first degree through a side chick. There are girls in our country who rented the house through being a side chick. When they got married the first week, they sat on TV and said that sleeping with somebody's husband is wrong. And the people, they came back to them. Most of your entrepreneurs in this country, most of your ladies who are giving them platform to organize conferences and speak, majority of them are where they are because of somebody's husband. You think God is a fool? If God doesn't give you the grace to be a side chick, you can't have it.
So everything is great, huh?
No, this side chick business
They're calling.
actually a your friend. And God has called every woman to be a side chick.
Really?
Yes.
Please explain further.
If you don't have the opportunity, wait until it comes. Don't dispute it. Don't insult anybody. It's like when you find a man cheating, you speak that. Like Ochami Kwame will always speak that I'm not cheating on my wife. I say you should stop talking. He's
But I
not.
admire him for that.
No, admire him for what he's speaking loose. It's a loose talk. If he has decided not to cheat, it's his personal decision.
Okay.
It doesn't make others cheating evil.
Have you ever cheated on your wife?
Not yet, because the finances to do has not come.
Wow.
You need money to do it. Oh yes, because
Oh, no wonder.
you
yeah.
collect a lot.
Mm.
You collect a lot for nothing. Wives collect little for something. Side chick collect a lot for nothing.
But I know men that are very responsible with their wives, and and I advise ladies that don't be a side chick, because you see, the man cannot love you as much as they love their
No, but why should you love your wife like a side chick? Are you sick? You cannot compare a side chick to a wife. So why do you love your wife just like a side chick? You are not the same. So let me explain to you. Do you know who a side chick is? A side chick is any young woman going out with a married man.
Okay.
So you are available in my life because I have a wife. You see the difference?
Yes.
So if I don't have a wife, you are not a side chick.
Right.
So as long as you want to be in my life, make sure that my wife is in the marriage. And you have to respect her with all standard. And remember, there is nothing I'll give to my wife that I should give some to you, because you are not a wife. They are gifts and presents for wives.
That is why I advise that don't be a side chick.
No, if you don't become a side chick, how will you survive? Go and see Moesha today.
As well.
Moesha spoke the biggest truth in Ghana on CNN, and all of you, the hypocrites,
Right.
who were enjoying the same thing Moesha was saying.
Yeah.
All right, at the end of the day, spoke against her. But the reality is not evidence to us.
Yes. At that time, I remember I made a post, which is still on Facebook. I said that, look, the truth is bitter, because I felt she's telling the truth. People said that she was saying the truth, but they expect that on such a platform, she shouldn't have been open about it.
Because you see a young girl who's driving it. What work have you done to be able not to buy Range Rover? No, as for buying, to maintain Range Rover every month. Not business. Look at where your house is. You look at you. Look at where you bought your house. You own a school. Where the school is now, can you buy that property? Not even on credit to pay. You are not grateful to somebody's husband. So I'm saying that those of you, I never want to be a side chick. Reconsider your statement. I'm not asking you to become one.
Yeah.
But in case it meets you on the way, make sure it doesn't crash you. Grab it. Sister, hear what the spirit is telling the body.
I rather grab my husband than.
Do you think it's easy to get a husband?
How difficult is it?
Have you attempted marriage before?
Well, I haven't.
Have you seen sisters who are very old and are not married?
Yes.
Do you have a friend who's about 35, hitting 40, and she's still single?
Yes, I know.
You know a lot of them.
I know why.
Have you asked them why are they still single?
Well, I haven't.
Please do that research, and next time I meet you, tell. Because listen to me. Majority of your people, when they meet you at this fresh age, I don't think you are 30 yet. Maybe you'll be in your late 20s or early 20s.
Right.
When I tell you I want to marry you, you say, no, lie, somebody's husband. You won't do it. I will be in my marriage for the next 10 years and come and meet you at 38. After 28 years, you refuse my relationship. I meet you at 38, still single.
Oh, wow.
It's not a curse. I'm just giving you an example. And I come and I say, hey, don't worry. Me that's how I did. Guy be here, media. I feel many so cool. Oh, but some can say, me no. Me na me impo bi awai na. Me pese o yire be ha me. Enti. So you pray there, me there. Say my power so much na wa wari ntia. So you the same person.
The mind has changed now.
Because situation on the ground.
So the person has reached the MFS, like you said.
Oh, my father's side level. Who be my father's side? Everything goes.
Oh, wow.
And at that stage, you will wish that I come back into your life.
Quite interesting.
And majority of our sisters say, look, you GSS, SS. So it's your first degree or second degree or appointment to if you check from the last time she finished her SS or GSS, all the life she has lived to where she is today is by the benevolence of people that she was able to meet. And the majority of them were people's husband who supported her. So look, it is poverty alleviation. That is why when the census was made in this country that only 10% of men are cheating on their wives, I said we should check the record. It's wrong. if it's a correct statistics,
Right.
I'm not against it. But the fact that only 10% of us are cheating, it means that poverty is in the system. Because it's expensive to cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
Because side chicks maintenance is too expensive.
It's more even expensive. Well, not always all the time.
No, it's expensive.
Sometimes
It's expensive.
Mm.
Because you people think that every day you will get. The way a wife is managing home, no side chick manages. No side chick has any management skills. And you have too much in abundance, like an arm robber. They know today when they go to bring something. And you know you're available.
Yeah.
The mistake for a side chick is when you think that you are married. No, when I'm going out with you, never see me as your husband.
Right.
If you wish to marry a man like me, then remember that you are upgrading your status from being a side chick to be a second wife. And a side chick is not a second wife.
Okay.
But side chicks are more jealous than wives.
Side chicks are jealous. How? How is a side chick jealous? You know
Side chick,
someone is there before you are jealous.
they are more jealous than wives.
Hey.
A side chick can tell you openly that I know when I came into your life, my mind was that you are somebody's husband.
Right.
So if there's anybody I'm contending with, it was your wife. But what happened to Ellen? I just discovered that Ellen too you are sleeping with.
Mm.
I can't take this.
But the wife is able to take that. What a story.
And it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
They can't take it. They want to be with you alone. Because what they are enjoying, they don't want anybody to enjoy. And they cannot be compared to your wife. So I understand when they are doing that.
Yeah.
So my problem is that when people say that a side chick can break marriage, I say no side chick can ever break anybody's marriage unless you want to break your own marriage.
Don't leave your marriage because of a side chick. That I also
Why?
advise. Don't leave your marriage because of a side chick.
Why?
Because sometimes the man is not even willing to go any further with that person. Why are you leaving your nice marriage because of a side chick? Talk to your husband. Let him change.
That is the part you can talk.
To your husband.
No, can you talk to me to change?
I can talk to you to change. Trust me.
No, so give me an example. I'm sleeping. I'm having a side chick, and now how will you know in the first place that I'm having a side chick?
Oh, sometimes you can know.
How?
Women are very. They have their ways.
No, so give me one of the ways so that we are learning. What are one of the ways that we can use to know? So that those of you watching who want to catch your husband, Ellen is here to give you the tips on how to know that your husband is cheating with Ellen.
But
So get it.
that sometimes you don't even need too much. The way the man begins to behave, there are some of them that once he starts cheating, the way he even behave around his phone is different.
Oh, okay. So like, how do they behave? They put password.
Then sometimes initially there was no password, so there is now. And
But if you are a
sometimes
man,
when they are even in the shower, they want to take their phone.
so if you are a
can't
man
leave their
and you don't have a
phone.
password on your phone, you are a fool. Put it now. So go ahead. I'm giving them the tips you are giving. So if you're a man with no password on your phone, put it now before you
But
start
I mean,
cheating.
even
Go
if
ahead.
there is password on your phone and you are married, I should be able to access your password.
I now understand why you're going to get married. That me, if I'm married to you
Yes.
and I have a password on my phone, you should know.
Okay, but I want to share it with me.
No, when I share my password with you, is it still a password?
It's no longer a password. Don't put password on your phone.
No,
It's still a password to other people, but I mean between us.
you are not other people.
I'm not. We are one. We become one when we are married.
So why didn't you register one SIM?
So I was like,
No, I like your conversation. Why didn't you register one SIM because you are one?
no, don't be like that.
No, when I'm erected, you feel it. Does your clit erect?
No.
I think one here, there.
We are one. We become one. But that's what the Bible says.
Bible says you shall.
Sure.
It's a process, and we will never become one till we die. That's why one will die and leave one.
I like that.
Me and my wife. Today's my wife's birthday.
Okay.
It's not my birthday. My birthday was last 2 weeks. So you want to say that today's my wife's birthday? I should say it's my birthday. Are we one?
Well, you are one.
One of the things I never want to happen in my life is me and my wife becoming one. The day we become one, our marriage will collapse.
So what of the Bible saying that you?
Bible says you shall.
Yes.
So you are not one. If we are one, like you see, if man and woman marries and they become one,
Yeah.
like when God came into the garden,
Right.
he will not call Adam and address Adam and Eve as different people.
Okay.
So they should stop preaching what they don't know. We shall become. It's a process. And that means that there's a role for a man in marriage.
Yeah.
There's a role for a woman in marriage. So me and my wife are not one.
Oh, we understand in the aspect of role that the man has his role.
So where does the oneness become?
But well,
We are not one.
scripture would say that.
Scripture never said that. They don't enter. Go and read them. They understand the wish.
So how will you become one then? Bible says you shall become one.
So it's a process.
It's a process.
For example, so it is not only marriage that makes us one.
Okay.
Me today, me and you can become one. When I have sex with you and we produce a child, through the child we become one because the child's mother and the child's father. So that's oneness.
Interesting. Oh, then so in the case where you do not produce a child, you aren't one.
Now if the two of us are together, you don't have a child. We are just wasting energies.
So when the Bible says you shall become one, what is it talking about?
So it said that you have made a decision that you are becoming one with your wife and your husband. Now, unfortunately, even without a Bible marriage, right? Now there's no Bible marriage anymore. It's only legal marriages and traditional marriages and Mohammedan marriage. So that even policy is gone. But that oneness the Bible is talking about is that now the two of us can be introduced as husband and wife.
Wow.
And what God has put together.
No one shall.
And God is no more putting me and my wife. God never put us together.
Well, how sure are you, counselor?
Am I the one who's married? I chose my wife. Oh. If God was going to choose a wife for me, God could have chosen you. But because I went to the market, that's why I have this beautiful woman. So my wife was not chosen for me by God. I chose her. So the pastors who are not feeding their wives, the pastors who are not taking care of their homes, they are those that God chose wives for. That's why they're expecting God to come and feed their wives. I chose my wife.
Oh, but in the case where God chooses a wife for, it doesn't mean that you expect God to do.
But that's the expectation. God has chosen a wife. When I didn't have
The listen, they leave it to God.
When there's a demand on the table, they're waiting for God.
Yeah.
So my sister, desire to be a side chick, but hear this. I like your mind. They are giving them tips.
Right.
And the first tips, I'll disabuse it. So don't use it, it will fail. Don't give your password to your wife.
Right.
If you are a man that you are living with a wife and you don't have a secret, among all men, you are useless and shameful.
Oh, wow. I think you should be very open to your wife.
What do you call open?
Be very open. Let your wife know what you're about. She should also equally be open to you. Why should you keep secrets from your wife?
Jesus said, I am my father.
One.
Okay. Does he know when he's coming?
He said he doesn't even know himself.
But if he doesn't know, he and the father are one. The father will send him. Why doesn't he know?
Wow.
I didn't know one.
Yeah, one. I like that. Okay, go ahead.
No, Jesus and the man, and he doesn't know when it's coming. Why has God hidden the secret from Jesus? It means that secret is divine. That is why if you are my side chick today by permission, and you tell MFI you are going out with me, I never want to believe in you again. Because it's a secret relationship. The only relationship that can be advertised is marriage.
I agree.
So how do you go out with somebody and you are bold enough to come and post my picture? How? How do you tell friends for security reasons, my friends should know that I'm going out with Counselor Lutrot? It's a shame and disgrace.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need me at your parties.
Right.
I can sponsor your party, but my presence is nuisance. So you see, you don't know how to be a side chick. So being a side chick is a whole course that you need to study. That is why when say that I big girl who disgraced us to leave the fraternity and go and say I'm taking somebody's husband to court. The most foolish thing that has ever happened in the fraternity of the side chick association. Today she's suffering. They are not more paying the rent. A man will give you 3,000 Ghana cedis a month. I have about 3,000. Meaning she here. She need try. I don't know try. Do you understand that?
No.
Thank God you don't understand that. Enuga. So many comments. Charlie. They are loving your tips.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear.
You're happy there. Okay, let me give Ellen the opportunity to read the message. So Ellen, scroll and read for them. So hear me.
Okay. So
you can mention their first name, not all their names.
So Davidson says, Oketechi has apologized to the Ghana community.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Okay, then we have Naya who says, Madam, stop please. The moment you find out that it's a side chick, the trust is gone. Okay, quite interesting. You lose trust, but then the counselor is saying that don't trust a man. So So believe in him so that you do not become.
In marriage, there's no trust. Not just a
Right.
man, a woman too.
Yes.
Don't
trust.
do it.
Yeah.
You don't need trust. You need belief, so that when people offend you, you can forgive them.
You can forgive them. Okay, so there's Kabe. He's also saying it's very painful. I don't know what exactly is painful, either the side check or what. Then we have Kabe again saying they don't say thanks to you the following morning. Yes,
Yes.
that's very well. That's something I've learned over time.
No, they
When you
don't.
give me something, even if you dash me one city right now as you speak, tomorrow I'll call you and say thank
Yeah,
you.
once you know how to say thank you, I'll give you a gift. Okay,
Right.
then you menstruate or you stop menstruating.
I do.
So I'll buy this one for you. It's called
Okay.
MSP 30.
Okay.
I mean, whether you have cramps or not,
Mhm.
you come and testify. So I'll buy you one today.
All right. I
All right,
really
so you can
appreciate
buy a second one.
it. Thank you very much.
So let it, you see, I just bought her one because she says thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I've not bought it for you because saying thank you makes you feel like it's your right.
Right. And we should do
Entitlement.
So, yeah. And we have Naya saying that side chick has a role and position.
Yes.
And then Scavi also is saying Solomon has a lot. Side
Yes.
chick behave like a wife. You. That's what he's saying.
Yes, that's a wrong behavior. You don't behave like a wife.
Right. Because you are not a wife.
Don't compare yourself to wife.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, you mean the one talking, well, you don't come from no.
Right. And someone is also saying, Naya says, never say never. You might not even know he's married. So, I mean, there have been situations where someone is dating a gentleman and thinks that he's single, but he's married.
So they are talking to you that never say never.
Because is your single guy really single? Men will show you.
Oh, man, we show you.
Men are something else.
So they say don't say never. Very soon you become a side chick.
No, I will not become one.
Oh, unknowingly.
Unknowingly. Then, I mean, so
Will you commit suicide?
I will not.
But how research at all can you research to show that this guy is
You'll
single?
find out. You'll definitely find out.
Oh, my sister.
Some behavior.
Oh, they left girls in Kumasi and came to marry in Accra.
It's crazy.
8 months before they realized that the guy just went to get married. He came to marry and went back to Kumasi and has lived with this girl for 8 months. Nancy and whom said,
Son of a wife.
worry, I won't cry.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
But you see, isn't that when he's in Accra, the wife doesn't visit him? I mean, don't you, when he's in the house, that means he receive calls. What is going on?
Oh, so you follow my calls?
But if
No, a sensible side chick knows when to call and know when to call. They are side chick when they call you immediately and you say, I'll call you back. 4 years, they won't call you again until you call them back. There are rules governing the game.
They are learning. Someone says you ask yourself why taking side chicks whilst you are running away from what you don't want.
Because they're not the same. What you don't want at home cannot be compared to what you are going for.
Yeah.
My wife and Ellen would never be the same.
Mm.
So sleeping with Ellen and sleeping with my wife, they are two different vaginas. Enya peda.
Right.
Enya peda.
Do you know that someone is saying that she hasn't met someone that catches her eyes yet?
You've not met a married man that catches your eyes.
But the fact that I know he's married, that is it.
And so you are saying it now.
But if I meet someone that catches my eyes,
Missy,
another woman's property.
oh, please. People have said it before.
Obeying the 10 Commandments.
There's no 10 commandments in the first place. The 10 commandments, there's no 10 commandments in the Bible. Is there 10 commandments?
There is.
Where is it?
It's in the Bible.
No.
So what is that?
What is there? It is what somebody decided to, because the 10 commandments that God gave to Moses,
Yeah.
what happened to it?
Tell me what happened to
He
it?
broke them into pieces in anger.
Oh, but I mean, God is a forgiving God.
You know, God forgave him, but there was no more commandment because he broke them into pieces.
There still is.
No, there's no 10 commandments.
So, hey,
This way, there is really commandment that
Yeah.
they formed by themselves. But the original 10 commandments God gave to Moses, he came down because of anger.
but we don't want to get into that because right now we are reading the Bible. When the Bible says that,
What is there is not 10 commandments. Go and read the original manuscript. Sure. When I want him, yes, you are there now. Say, I want you to what kind?
someone says she doesn't have any means. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I said, you don't have means to know.
Okay, Obaya says you can't change a person who decided not to change, sis. Okay, so when I'm saying that I can make him change or I'll talk to him, understand that, you know, a man will not change. A man will do.
But will a woman change?
I mean, people in general can't change.
So,
but
no, change is inevitable, but it is a
Yeah.
choice.
it's a choice you make. You said the
So
decision
never
you
think
have.
that you can force somebody to change for you.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not even about forcing them, but it's about, you know,
Yes,
pampering
yes, you can pamper me. Look, people have deleted people's numbers on their phone.
Yeah.
Delete the number. But the number is not on our phone.
right.
It's in our mind.
Interesting.
So there are numbers that I can constantly
Yeah.
call. So, Charlie, side chicks don't break marriages.
That I agree.
and be one.
Oh no, I won't. Okay, so be wise is public password. Okay, I
Yes.
get that.
Once you ask for it.
Right. May says, can women cheat too? Since we are not.
Yes, cheating is vice versa. It can be a man, it can be a woman. Once you have a heart, go ahead.
But please don't cheat when you're married. Okay, so we
So if you are not married, you can't cheat. Yes.
So when you are not married, and for instance, you have multiple partners.
It's exploration and steady movement.
When you're having sex.
Yes. It's exploration.
But be careful while exploring, because you might meet something you do not like.
Whatever you meet you don't like, you either leave it or
you might be very the consequences might be very bad,
like
sicknesses, diseases.
But if you want to really eat something that is infectious and you don't protect yourself, then you to wala. None of us fear infection.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Me, I can decide to have sex with you today. I see we start now, we're starting. What will be the confidence in me to have sex with you unprotected?
Right.
Majority of you will believe that we're wallinty. So we are more safe because we are married and you've not seen our wife growing lame. So it means that Mima wallinty no me ni is. But we China won't wale ye ni no. Uka so ye begging me so. And so we correct test and the results about one number and say my test. And when a married man meets an unmarried girl, we are safe, but you are not safe. Because we are married. And because the married men are very good and secured. And so you become you're secured far.
I don't agree. Let's go ahead with the comments. Obaya says, hey, the word marriage. Yeah, himself pa.
No worry.
And we have the official net saying take two and careful. Okay, I don't know what this thing is talking about. And then someone is saying education pani. That is Ben. And we have Jack Hughes, who says, I just love the way the discussion is moving. Never say never.
Never say never.
Sometimes you have to say never to certain things.
No, you
just say never. And because you have set that standard, there's no way you
have you set that standard?
Personally, I have. And I think all young ladies should set that standard.
No, it will break. Don't try it. You see, there are things you don't start because you can't continue. My dear.
Yeah.
I don't know when. I don't know when you want to get married. I met a girl of your type, of your age, too religious. Well, with all the morals in this world. The day she fell and started doing people's husbands, she has regretted not starting early.
Counselor.
Obaya said the two in Yasi and two Febremusa. Obaya said the two in Yasi and two Febremu.
Oh, nah, don't say that, counselor.
No, so there are married men that would like to go out with you. Ebia own you, on so nufu, on feel so, and so on.
So what? They can be your friend. Why are they going out with you for? Be a friend, be a brother, be something.
But what? Be what? Be a friend.
Yes.
Not a sex mate.
No.
Not a side chick.
No.
So be around me and collect as and when. But remember, I will give you the crumbs and not the original. But you need the original. Because I'm not doing philanthropism. Not an NGO.
So keep it if you decide not to.
Don't worry.
So we have Labi Odami saying thank you. You can even open doors that even prayer do. Okay, saying thank you can open doors that even prayer can't.
Yes.
It's very much good to be grateful. And then we have gentleman saying Prophet Kofi Ojo said that so crow is the same. Okay, I think he's talking about
Enyepe. Tell Prophet Ojo say enyepe.
Then Ben is saying this guy.
But a chebia nyepe. A chebia yason. Meka odia menka se kosohwe.
Yeah.
Ellen tiwe ne twa ene me de twa nyepe. Ma me twa enyepe da. But continue na ye shaft. Ya be mo ane se ebi wa ebi yetia. And Kofi Oduo say twa nyina ye pa. Ebi abaka no edi a chenti na okasa.
Ben says this girl just bragging. When the time comes, she will be more than Sewa. Hey, Mukasa. Okay.
Yes, you go and what the other bro Sewa there?
Oh no. We break that. So Nanevia
in Jesus' name.
Amen. Nanevia says wisdom speaks, my counselor. Okay. So these are the comments so far. they are feeling, I need this girl that is on fire. Okay, I think he's feeling my vibe.
Okay, what fire? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I need this girl. I don't know what the need is.
What fire, macho? What wale? You see, I say the same. Us, your TAD, you find yourself. You find your quadro. You see, I say here. Therefore, you know, and can't cause and yeah, dear, be on the edge. Or you want to go with a poor man? Will you ever marry a poor man?
I mean, life is full of choices. So big.
No, but I'm asking, will you marry a poor man? Don't ask me what is really. Will you marry a poor man?
I mean, everybody wants, everybody in life like the good things.
No, will you marry
I mean,
a poor
as a
man?
man, why are you even wishing to be poor?
So they are poor men. Will you marry a poor man?
Why? No, why do you want to be poor as a man?
No, that was none of your business. But will you marry a poor man?
Life is full of choice. I'm not saying myself that way. I mean, just be. Poor can be, you know, I don't know what.
No, I don't want relativity of poor. A poor man is a poor man. A rich man is a rich man. Will you marry a poor man?
This life, Sha, I don't think the poor man even likes himself. So why should I?
So you will not marry a poor man?
I wouldn't advise anybody to.
But you can advise yourself to marry a poor man.
Counselor.
So you will not marry a poor man? Why is it difficult for you to say you marry a poor man?
Not really. You see, I'm taking it lightly because you see, I can be poor today and tomorrow I will not be poor.
No, that one is not your business. When you are marrying me, I am poor. Would you marry a poor man?
I mean, a lot of advice I've heard over the world, men of God speak, even you, I would not. I've taken that advice.
That you marry a poor man. Because the way I said, if you marry a poor man, you will suffer. Look, the maintenance cost of a woman who is not married is everybody's maintenance. Immediately you get married, it becomes one person's maintenance cost.
Right.
So be careful.
Yeah. I think I watched a video of a man of God some time back, and he was talking about how some people were married, but because of poverty, the woman had to go and cheat.
Oh, yes.
With an ex who came from London or something like that.
And her husband was aware.
Poverty is not good. I'm not sure.
Even Bible says that the poor you always have, befriend the rich. He says that money answereth
all things. That's one of my favorite quotes in the Bible.
So if you meet poverty, it is more demonic than anything. So if you are a young lady who loves to marry a poor man, you are sick. As a matter of fact, you are a witch. If your family members hear that you love to marry a poor man, who is Jiminy? Oh dear. But give them 2 more tips to know how your husband is cheating. Phone. The next one is what?
Yes, how he behaves, you know. How he behaves change, you know. There are certain men that they communicate with you a lot, but once they are communicating with someone else, the way they behave towards you changes. You should see from that look, this man is probably cheating somewhere. And some of them, you know, because they have gone to have sex out there, when they even come home, they are unable to have sex.
Oh, that's one. Let me come in. Okay. There are others who have sex with Ellen outside. And that is how they are able to come and have sex in their wife's home.
Wow.
Oh, yes. You don't know.
I don't know.
There are other side chicks that are aphrodisiac for the main wife at home.
Wow.
Because their wife causes them to lose erection. So when they are coming, they come with power. And they can stay long in the wife's game because somebody gave them the energy.
Wow.
Side chicks are playing a lot of major role in marriages. Some husbands are still alive for wives not become widows because of side chicks. Some men are very productive today because of side chicks.
Wow.
If you are fortunate to meet a very cultured side chick, you can go out with her for 20 years, for 15 years, and that will happen. How do you go out with a married man and want to take a picture to keep for what?
Yeah. If that is what you want to do, I mean, then you should learn to be that secretive enough.
No, but how can you be secretive with my picture? That you can't be secretive with my picture.
So he's secretive in the sense that I don't even take the picture to start with.
You are with me, so what do you need my picture for?
And take me.
And do a video like Sewa and come and write a letter of apology. That doesn't make sense. That did I know? If I knew that I would be like this 5 years ago, I could have not. Who asked Sewa to write that letter? It's more insulting. If you've gone to the position you want to write a letter to us to apologize, go straight forward. I apologize for the leaked video I brought out there. And I promise my followers and did that it will never happen again. Thank you very much for supporting me.
Yeah.
But don't tell us that if you knew that you become what you are today, do you know what it means? Is that the only video you have? What if right after that, somebody brings a new video out? So you're going out with a married man. Even your husband asking you to send him a naked video for what?
Yeah.
You give me location to your house as a side chick, and you keep the date and our chat for who? What's it? Share, counsel and
Oh.
I miss you. I'm coming to you. Why did I want to? My love. Why did I want to counsel? Yes, Jimmy. Secret is a secret till you die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know why? If anybody hosts you like I'm hosting her, and I say, I go now with a married man, the first question is that it's a foolish question that she doesn't have to answer. But don't ask me, why do you ask? There are questions you don't ask.
Right.
If she's going out with a married man, nobody should know. So she's sitting here, she says she will never do it. I respect her. And these are the ladies I would like to go out with. Because all Canada. All find your prayer point.
Yes.
Jimmy na mo de te oro. Nyama na oka ni nyina try na hwe. Somebody says, what if you find out that your husband is cheating, what should you do? Call me on 0277 609 604. Because if you are able to find out that your husband is cheating, the medium by which you use to find out, is it authentic enough to publish it?
Right.
You steal my phone and get information. I will disgrace him for everybody to see. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You walk to my side, your name is what, Ellen? You know me? I say, no, madam. Well, I'm Mrs. Wiltrot. The man who is sleeping with you is my husband. Look, when I started, I was like you. Mami no pussy so. And then I had to say totally. She only you. Mikru only she. E elaboro nkwa. E kade da when she. Me person be sell life. Me my warning. And it enjoy. The next time no. Me ba me say no.
I feel you're also disrespecting yourself.
Yeah, it's not you feel. If my wife can call Ellen and tell Ellen that I am Mrs. Luthor, stop sleeping with my husband, you have lost me for the rest of your life. I'll be there, but I don't think you deserve to have a man like me. Well, side chicks, finally, by Ellen's point of view, and by the authentic intuition of a high steady, no side chick can break anybody's marriage. However, if you chance on a side chick, you can use the action to break your own marriage.
Absolutely.
Be careful you don't use your hand to destroy what you have built. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy. Well, would you want to put your contacts or something around, maybe your social media or something?
Okay.
Is there permission on my page?
Okay.
And you have been following me. Thank you for following me.
Sure. I've been following you for a very long time.
Thank you.
Yes. So on Instagram, you can follow me at official Helen K, and on TikTok, Helen Arena.
Okay, Helen Arena on TikTok. So she's on TikTok, and she'll follow us from today, so that when we come, if I have the chance of seeing her every Friday, you have her every Friday. But maybe we'll see if we can do something. I see all of you are loving her. You wanted to come every time because there are too many things to discuss. But thank you very much. Now I have given her a gift, and that is called the MSP30 for menstruation. If you have any friend who is menstruating and is going through cramps, remember that cramps shows infertility in future. If you have painful menstruation is not supposed to be painful. So if you have signs of severe dysmenorrhea, it's a sign of you having a fertility challenge in future. Stop it now. Paracetamol, suppositories, all the painkillers will affect your liver, and the research is there. Those who use painkillers for menstrual pain, they all have liver challenges. Hear me. Stop it one time. I've said it. If you get this medicine and it doesn't work, bring the bottle with a case. Empty. Come back for your money. This is it. MSP30. Even when you're going through menopause, MSP30. Whatever you are facing, MSP30. And as I'm giving her, I'll bring her to come and tell us the challenge. Because we are forming a WhatsApp page. If you're also having a church, if your church is ready for us to come and do menstrual clinic there, we'll come and do for them, all the ladies. If your mother is going through menopause, and that is why she's having hot flashes, and she's having discomfort, this is it. Your menstruation comes today. Ochina emba 1 2 net jai. Who menstruating we are a bomb. Who ye pad na a bomb sent me a bad to say because you are saying You need this. MSP 30. Call me now on 0277 609 604. Madam J. May I chill?
So much.
May I chill? Why? Merman Mudi Tonga Tali capsules. And also, me mau be 15 days. No, 15 days. Na me mami, why? Straightforward. Now, the end of the day, we do 2 and 15 days. Where ginger honey chips, Macpe ginger chips, and Macpe ginger chips. So, see, at the idea party, divorce parties, birthday parties, one of your Ellen, some of the woman into Ellen, the women, was such a while. My channel, and I idea power. But all you need is ginger honey chips, Macpe ginger chips. This is in America and in Europe. This is in Ghana. Call me in Ghana 0277 609 644 and call me in Europe on 862 215 2007. All these things are my product. Please go for it. The water was given to me by MFA to drink. So that one, I don't know where you can get some. But my final word is that don't allow a third party to break what you think is a good union.
Right.
If you think it's a good union, maintain it. If you want to leave your marriage, please go yourself. Don't blame a side chick for making your marriage worse. I believe that cheating is a personal decision. Like Helen said, she will not do anybody's husband. One day, when you see Ellen with somebody's husband, remember, she's not the one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right, so thank you, Ellen. Thank you very much. So Ellen, you can stop my TikTok for me. Ellen is going. She stopped the TikTok. And all of you who came today, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Hey, 129, 189. And good night. Ellen, let's stop TikTok now. Thank you very much. So TikTok no.